Make sure everything is working. And looks like we are live. Hello and welcome everybody back to Season 16 of the Trinity Competitive Racing League, as tonight it is round 2 of 15 from the virtual Bahrain International Circuit from the Golden Class for the Golden Class's Bahrain Grand Prix. The drivers of the Golden Class are ready to get back out on the track after we saw KD, who actually just set the fastest lap, dominate last week at the Qatar Grand Prix. So we'll have to see which driver gets it tonight, as my name is Logan, and I am joined here tonight with my co-commentator, Tim. How are we doing tonight, Tim?
Doing very well. Excited to be here tonight, Logan. If last night's Silver Class is any indication of what we're in store for, we should be seeing some great battling out on track, as we have some promising times coming out from the drivers of the Gold Class.
So far, KD in the Williams 129.015. You got Rizzy back there, second, just set that lap, 129.3. And we have Lion in third right now.
Looks like we have Rockstar 2 Vanker about to finish out his lap as he goes 130.2.
So ninth on the board. Let's see. Got a couple guys on their outlap here. We got Raikkonen out on the outlap, Carson, Hood, Kool-Aid Man, new guy on the grid this week.
As we've got Camden about to set a time, and he goes 12th with a 130.3. And a couple guys coming into the pits here. Cautions in sectors 1, 2, and 3.
Looks like somebody is around. It looks like Rockstar. He's slow. I think he just got done with that lap, so he is nursing his way back to the pit lane. We'll go a little farther up. Let's go to F&D Cakes as he takes his Alfa Romeo to the pit, 6th on the track right now on the grid. He would start 6th right now with still 12 minutes in qualifying.
So far, we've got KD P1 with a 129.015. He has got a significant gap to P2. Approximately 3/10 separates him and C Rizzy there in P2 with a 129.3. We'll see if anybody can make up that gap to KD. KD was our winner from last round, so if he could do back-to-back wins here, that would be promising, as we have Mighty Wombat coming in to set another fast time here. And he goes into the pits.
And everybody in the Discord earlier was questioning Wombat being in the Golden Class, and we'll have to see how his pace is tonight. He is right now 13th, but it looks like, as of now, if we went off of what we've seen so far and what we had last week, it looks like it's just the KD show once again.
Yeah, we'll see if anybody is able to step up to KD's pace.
Raikkonen went third there in the Haas machine. A lot of guys out are in the pits. Looks like swerving right now at 11th, and the McLaren, he is going on his outlap. Rockstar taking it around onto the front stretch. And that might have been his outlap right there. So he is 15th. A lot of guys coming now out. KD's going out. Lion's going out. And like we said, swerving.
I'm riding on board with KD on his outlap. So go ahead and see if he's able to improve here, as he's currently slightly passing turn 8.
I'm being told the... Let's see. Turn you up real quick. Hold on 1 second. There we go. There we go. So as we fix some technical difficulties here real quick. some audio difficulties, I should say. We're back now.
And I've got you loud and clear there.
There we go.
As we have KD about to start his hot lap here, coming out of the exit of turns 14 and 15 onto the main straight. We've got him opening his DRS, and he's got his ERS selected into hot lap as we've got him topping out at 202 miles per hour, hard on the brakes down to third gear. As McLaren gets nicely out of his way there, hopefully didn't impede his lap too much. On to the second straight here, and nicely into turn 4.
Hard on those rumble strip curbs right there. Williams.
As he goes purple.
Wow.
Just looking up there at the Sector 1 time, it looked like he was 0.3 up on his time, so potentially expect a time in the 1:28s. I'm showing 0.5 up so far. Potentially a low 128 here out of KD. As long as he doesn't mess up this final turn. As he opens up his DRS, and a 128.5 out of KD there. Very impressive lap time. I'm right on board with C. Rizzy currently in P3 here, C. Rizzy. As he goes into turn 6. As we have a new purple sector set. I'm currently riding on board with FND Cakes. I believe he set a purple sector. Not entirely sure if that was who set the purple sector there. I saw a purple sector set. I believe it was FND Cakes. I'm riding on board with him to see if that was him.
Currently 12th on the board right now. Cakes with that 129.7 so far. About, what, a second and... or 1.2 seconds back of KD right now.
And we'll see what he can do here into Sector 2.
Go on board with him.
It looks like he's about 0.3 up into Sector 2. I'm not sure if that's relative to his own time or relative to the fastest.
As he comes on to the front stretch, will this lap be faster than the 129.7 that he set? It will. A 129.385 jumps him up to 6th place.
And not a bad time from FND Cake. So it looks like when you see those sector times, they are relative to your own time and not to the fastest overall.
So he's already dropped to 7th. We look at the guys right in front of him. Lion, he's in 6th. You got Raikkonen, who's out on track. He's 5th right now. J&B, after running out of fuel on that last lap last week, he's up in 4th right now. Carson C, teammate of KD, he's 3rd. So the Williams camp just fast once again. And then Rizzy in 2nd, and like we said, KD right now on the pole. As it looks like we have some cautions in Sector 3.
So it looks like we have Camden here finishing the lap. And he moves up into P16 with a 129.9. And we have J and B here coming into turn 13 and onto the back straight, about to enter into turns 14 and 15. Can he improve on a 129.2 and potentially bump himself up from P5? We shall see here momentarily.
Just under 5.
JB previous.
Oh, he goes to the pits. That is weird.
Oh, interesting.
Huh.
Maybe he just determined that he was not going to improve.
So he stays 5th right now. Got Carson on his outlap with under 5 minutes to go. About 4 minutes left. Should see a couple guys come back out for an outlap here soon. Who do we see that could make a run for KD? As it looks like KD is just 0.3 faster than everybody else right now.
As we see Hood Kool-Aid Man come into the pits. And Ben Swerve, does he come into the pits? He comes into the pits as well. Does Camden come into the pits? Yes.
So only one guy on track right now, and it is Carson.
Now is Carson getting ready to go out on a flyer? I believe he is with 3 minutes left in the session. I believe he's out on a maybe a little bit running opposite to the rest of the field, and he just wanted to be out there by himself. Although there is the potential for the guys coming out on their outlaps to hinder him on his flyer.
And like we said before, a ton of guys coming out. See Whisper coming out, Lion, KD's going back out there, and a couple more guys coming off the pit lane now. So this should get really spicy here in these last 2.5 minutes.
Absolutely, and let's go ahead and ride on board with Carson here and see if any of these guys hinder his lap. It looks like Carson's bringing it around one more time. Maybe he saw these guys coming out of the pits and decided to just bring it around and get in sync with them so that there was no potential for them to hinder his lap. I believe that was a smart decision by Carson. Although, you know, his tires will be 1 lap older, so there may be a concern there.
So as Carson maneuvers his way, he has a little gap behind him. I believe that would be Lion behind him. No, that would be... might be his teammate, actually. Yep, it would be his teammate, KD, right behind him. So as everybody back out on track other than Raiden, everybody's ready to set their final laps of the qualifying session. We'll go to the Carson machine right now. He's in 4th position, and he's about 0.6 of a second behind KD.
And will anybody be able to challenge KD? He's still being able to maintain that same gap that he maintained since the beginning of qualifying, about 0.3 ahead of everybody else.
So here we go. We will see what happens here as he comes onto the front stretch. And it's time for him as he wide open on the DRS.
And here we go. He's 202 miles per hour there on the front straight. Gets it stopped nicely into turn 1. And DRS wide open again there on the second straight as he comes right into turn 4. Carson looks like he's doing pretty nice there. Slightly up on his previous time, about 0.06. Let's see if he can do anything more than that.
Attacking these turns very aggressively. He's going to have DRS right here, wide open.
Very nice, and it looks like he hit that apex very nicely there going into that slow speed corner. Very tricky corner.
And up the hill they go, as qualifying has ended, so anybody that is on track can set a lap. KD fastest again, 128.3. Can his teammate do it as well?
Looks like somebody went purple there into Sector 2. Looks like there may be the potential for somebody to go even faster than KD. We shall see here momentarily.
Carson onto the front stretch. We'll see what he runs. He goes faster, 129.1. Now 0.8 behind his teammate. Looks like Sir Charles went coming 12th. In. Yep, Charles goes 12th. Cakes went up to 10th. All these guys coming on to the front stretch now. Looks like next up would be Raikkonen. Yep, Raikkonen coming to the line. Goes 4th, jumps Carson.
Yeah, he jumps Carson.
Last one will be Rockstar. He'll go up to 11th. Good jump there on the last
Very nice.
Second.
Yeah, 129.3 there from Rockstar.
But again, it is the KD show. Once again, he sweeps. Once again, he'll go into the start of this race from the pole position by almost 0.5 of a second.
Yeah, that's no small margin there, and it does make you worried for the race. If he's going to be able to pull out 0.5 a lap, it almost makes you wonder what the gap will look like after 29 laps.
So
that is somewhat worrying.
Once again, just over 0.5 of a second. KD over C. Rizzi, Lyon 3rd, Raikkonen 4th, and Carson would round out your top 5.
Yeah, very large gap between P1 and P2, but if we're looking from P2 and down, the field is close. I expect a close race, and I think we're in for an exciting race, with especially a difference in strategy and the potential for safety cars. We should be in for a treat tonight. Just looking at the chat here, Blend Machine, how's it going? Reflector, what's up? How you guys doing tonight?
Hope everybody is doing well tonight. If you're new here, leave a like, comment, and if you want to subscribe to see more TCR action every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night, and always the podcast that has been uploaded the last 2 weeks. Good job for Seafreeze and Camden there. But anyway, who do we think we have winning tonight?
It's hard to discount pole position. I think that with the absolute pace that we've seen from Pole, and with his ability to transfer that to the race that we saw at Qatar, I'm going to go with the man on pole.
Not a bad choice there. Let's see. Who do I think? I mean, if it's gonna be somebody, it has to be his teammate, right? I mean, you would think so. I'll go Carson. How about that? Just to shock everybody. But anyway, no formation lap. We're ready to get underway. It's round 2 from Bahrain.
As we are racing, as we have the Williams of KD P1 down into turn 1, we have a spin and goes around, and KD is clean and away as he turns a gap. Coming down into turn 4, he has already eked out a gap as he is on the medium tire.
KD out in front. A couple cars did go around back there. I think Raikkonen was around, and Sir Charles as well, but we get back going here. KD out by almost a second already over GTR Lion. So they head into the hard braking left turn there. KD out in front as they go in that single file line. They're getting really jumbled up back there. What, 12th and look at that big move right there, Rafa.
Yeah.
Oh,
Rafa with a nice move on JMB.
Safety car.
Oh, looks like we have a safety car. Potentially the Aston.
Sir Charles.
That might be Sir Charles with the DNF. Unsure what happened there to Sir Charles. at this point in time, do you think anybody comes into pit?
That is a good chance for strategy calls here from the crews, as we did see that incident.
Being lap 1, what do you think here?
So look at the guys in the back, and not seeing that much damage. Might see, yeah, you see a couple guys here go down. It looks like Wombat did go down.
I mean, certainly if you're one of the guys in the back, you've got nothing to lose, right? If you're a guy like FFR, I mean, why not?
So it looks like a new front wing will go on for Wombat. And we look at the changes from the start there, and Raikkonen did go down 12 spots, so not the way he wanted his round 2 to start here. Some other guys,
no, not at all.
Rizzy goes from 2nd down to 8th.
Oh, you hate to see that, especially considering how promising some of their races started. Yeah, FFR Raikkonen with his 12 position loss, and then on the other side of the coin, Hood Kool-Aid Man up 8 positions. What an amazing start for Hood Kool-Aid Man, as well as Ben Swervin up 5 positions.
He's doing what his name says, swerving it around, keeping them tires warm, those medium tires. Right now in 7th position, so you look at the possible race strategies there. See these guys on the mediums, will they go to the hard tires and make it a one-stop race?
That's very possible.
Oh, somebody is... what is going on here? Somebody just went into...
Did we see contact?
Yeah, somebody just went into the signage, and I think that was Carson in 3rd. What in the world?
It looks like we're seeing Hood Kool-Aid Man lose places there.
Oh my goodness, and it looks like some wing damage there. I'm not sure. We'll see.
Yeah.
What in the world just happened there?
Total chaos in Bahrain. We couldn't even get a full lap of racing.
We saw last night the couple safety cars that did occur in the silver class. Looks like it might be resonating over into the golden class tonight.
I believe so. Now are we thinking over/under on 2 safety cars this evening?
As a betting perspective, I'm gonna go the over. I mean, you never want to bet the under. So I mean, you know. Looks like Wombat back down. He's back down in the pits once again. He changed over to the hard to compound tires after replacing that front wing.
That is an interesting strategy. I wonder if so that in that case, I wonder if that does count as his one stop. I wonder if he's going to try and go the distance on this hard compound now, and just go to the end, just take to 26 laps on the hards and just be done with it.
Holy moly, that is going to be a tall ask for him.
That would be a wild strategy. I mean, he might be able to make it up into the points.
He said he was learning this new game after what most people thought he would be in platinum. Right now, 17th in the golden class right now.
We shall see. He may have some pace on tap, and you know, considering that he's gotten his stop out of the way, that basically saves him 20 seconds. So with that 20-second save, the loss of pace going with some old tires to the end, even if they hopefully they don't suffer a puncture, he may do all right.
So it looks like race control has deemed the track clear. We'll be ready to get back underway. Green flag back out, and KD with an amazing jump as he comes onto the front stretch. GTR line right behind him. So they head down into turn 1. Will we see any dive bombs? It does not look like anybody is close enough as they stay single file, but look at Lion all over KD.
I believe the DRS will be key here tonight. As we see GTM try to go for a move, and he gets by Carson.
What a bold move there on the inside for the Ferrari driver. Might have been a little contact, but he bounces his way up into third place now.
Looks like he used a lot of battery to get that move done as he's sitting only on 68%.
So as he drives his way into third, we look back a little bit. The fray of cars in the mid-pack here, midfield. Looks like everybody so far clean. We saw some, this is where the safety car did come out earlier for Sir Charles, but it looks like we are good now. So we go back up towards the front.
And it looks like a little bit of a gap is
no.
forming. As we get another safety car. And good thing you called the over on that because we're already at 2.
And that is C. Rizzy, and his night has just went up in flames. And, man, I think I just commentator jinxed that. I'm sorry, Rizzy, if you do watch this. That's my bad. I was thinking we were going to get through there. But it does not seem like that was the case. So he's going to DNF after 4 laps here.
That is an unfortunate ending to the evening there. And now you honestly do want to ask the question for the medium runners, as we do see some of the medium runners start to come in on 4-lap-old mediums. Do you start to pit? Because with the safety car, running these extra laps here, there is the potential to be able to go to the end on the hard tire.
And I see,
as we do
see Segrist went hard, Kool-Aid Man, but look at Raiden went soft tire compound. What in the world is that? Is that a 3-stop strategy here?
That is an interesting choice. That is an interesting choice by Raiden. I don't remember what tire he was on prior to that.
Huh. I think
was he on?
I think he was on the medium. Maybe he's saving the.
Was that a mistake? He might have accidentally clicked to the wrong tire. It's very possible.
So he's gonna start 15th. Maybe he'll set a fastest lap. I don't know. Maybe that is the strategy right there.
Yeah. Now, one downside of pitting right now is that the field is so bunched up that if you do pit, you do cycle to the back. So I could understand why some people are reluctant to pit right now, especially the leaders. So that is one consideration. I am surprised by the move to the soft, considering that you cannot go to the end of the race on that tire.
So the Mercedes driver goes to the soft compound tire. Everybody else did go hard compound, so that could have been their one stop, and they may be done with pit lane for the rest of the day, barring any damage or any other issues. But as we've had 2 safety cars in the matter of 5 or 6 laps, a slow beginning here, but look at KD. He's just managing his self after winning last week. He's basically just showing everybody that that was not a fluke. He's still out in front, but we did see Lion right on his tail. Same with Whisper, as he made a courageous move on Carson there, his teammate.
Who did you predict to win the race?
I went with Carson. I think I went with the team aspect of this one.
Okay. Okay, that's fair. I feel like Carson is in a good position to win this race, still. One of the front runners.
I mean, it's gotta change over from, one Williams driver to the other, right? I mean, it can't just be one guy like the Verstappen this type of deal in real F1.
Exactly. You know, you can't win every race.
We will have to see what is in the cards. Will we expect the safety car to come in this lap? We might. We'll have to see. I would expect so.
I would expect so, as long as the drivers in the back are able to catch up to the field and the race control determines. Yeah, race control determines safety cars in this lap. So we should see a green flag at the end of this lap, and KD should take us racing again.
Oh, and now it does look like, oh, so Raiden did go back to the hard there, so he must have pit again, so he must have been a mistake.
He must have made a mistake pitting, and that will cycle him to the back of the field, unfortunately. But I'm glad he was able to get onto the correct tire. One positive will be that he has 1 lap fresher tires than everybody else.
So here we go, restarting back here on lap 7.
As we see KD dump the overtake there in hopes that he does not get overtaken into turn 1, as we are green.
Down into turn 1. Look at Whisper on the outside, going for second.
As we see Carson with a snap oversteer moment there, and he's able to maintain control of the vehicle as he is wheel to wheel with Roth, is able to overtake him going into turn 4.
Carson draws back
as
to
the Ferrari
5th.
and the Alpine.
Oh man, look at Whisper and Lion. They're battling for second.
As the Ferrari is able to get ahead of Rafa.
So as they get away, looks like Whisper, he's all over the back of the Alpine. Can he pass him here? We haven't had DRS enabled yet, so he's going to just have to use all of that battery. And oh no, we have another issue back there, and that's Rafa.
And Rafa is gone. Looks like he spun off the road, and he crashed, but he has fallen back significantly.
Looks like he gathered it up. He's right behind his teammate of Raiden, down in 13th place now.
And currently we have KD followed by GTR Lion, followed by GTM Whisper. Unfortunately, GTR Lion has lost contact from the front and will not have DRS on KD.
So as they make it around, KD runs that fastest lap, 133.058. They're battling back here. It's Carson going back behind Rimsley now, the Alpine driver.
And at the front, GTR Lion is able to maintain his lead as we see GTM try to make a move on GTR Lion, and he is successfully through into turn 4.
So put Whisper up into second. Very aggressive driving style we've seen from Whisper so far. Lion still right there on his gearbox. We'll have to see what happens here.
Yeah, I guess the big question will be, does GTM Whisper have the race pace to get up and fight for the lead against KD? So far, we haven't been able to find a driver who's been able to get up there and challenge for the lead against KD. But there are various tracks. Maybe we'll find one where a driver does have the pace to do that.
Go a little farther back in the pack, you'll see the teammates JMB and Mighty Wombat. Wombat making the comeback from earlier on after the front wing replacement. He is now in 9th place. He's going to have DRS right here. DRS is now enabled, so he's close enough to maybe make a run on the front stretch.
And it looks like currently DRS is not open for Wombat. It looks like he's about to get it here.
There we go.
Yeah, looks like they're in a DRS train, so I wonder how much battery Wombat will use here trying to get past his teammate, or if maybe they're able to communicate to each other and work together. We shall see.
Got caution sector 1, and that looks like That is Kool-Aid Man. Or no, that is not Kool-Aid Man. That is Rafa around once again, down in 14th.
And that is unfortunate for Rafa. Being on the soft there, maybe his tires are starting to go off. If I remember correctly, he did suffer a similar fate last week with his tires. So hopefully he's able to maybe get to the pits and get on a fresher set, or be able to manage this current set if that's what he chooses to do.
Now back up to second. We have the battle once again. Lion right there. He's all over the back of Whisper as they head into the final turn. Definitely going to have DRS for him on the main straight right here.
Absolutely, as GTR Lion has 70% of his battery and GTM Whisper is almost running dry here. I anticipate that if this battle keeps up, GTM Whisper will actually be under attack by Remsley in fourth.
He's in an Alpine sandwich right now. That Ferrari driver. The only one in the lobby tonight.
Additionally, if we take a look at P1 to P6, we'll notice that they are all the medium runners. Potentially, as we go through these laps here, we may see some of the hard runners start to come back at the medium runners as these tires wear out, or we may see these guys start to pit early.
First one that would be under attack would be Swervin. He has the Alfa Romeo of F&D Cakes right behind him in 7th.
Absolutely. And additionally, if we take a look at Raiden in P10 as well as Segrist and Rockstar, we'll notice that they're on a little bit fresher hards. They don't actually need to pit again, so we may see them jump up slightly higher in the order as the pit windows start to open up and these guys start to box. So we'll go ahead and keep an eye out for that here within the next couple laps.
Raiden all over the back of J and B. We go back up to that battle for 6th and 7th. They're all right there, nose to tail. Looks like Cakes is going to make a move to the inside. And it looks like Wombat went to the outside of Swervin.
Wow, that was almost 3 wide. And somewhat nerve-wracking there.
So they both get around him. The hard tire train now, if you will call it, with Cakes and Wombat. They're running 6th and 7th, respectively. Shogun goes up to... Oh, no, they're side by side still. Whoa, wheel to wheel. They're making a little contact. Oh, that is very tight. Oh, my goodness.
And just as you called it, it does seem like the medium runners are maybe starting to fall back a bit, and it was Ben Swervin there who was under attack first.
He's got 3 seconds until he will see Raiden in 9th place. We go back up towards the front. Looks like everybody spreading out just a little bit. I mean, Lion is still respectively near Whisper right now in 2nd.
Yeah, it looks like Lion might just be sitting back there behind Whisper and just saving his battery a little bit, almost like letting Whisper do most of the work there. Maybe he's resigned himself to not being able to challenge KD for the lead, and the battle for 2nd seems to be on at this point.
Here goes Lion. He's going to go down to the inside with the DRS enabled, down to 52% battery, and he, with ease, makes the pass into turn 1. Whisper looked to the inside, but he will fall back in line. He's in 3rd again.
And that was an easy pass, but here comes GTM Whisper right back at him, and this battle will continue for another lap at least.
Whisper back out in front. It's 2.5 seconds until you'll see KD, who is out basically just having a joyride once again.
Yeah, just like last week, KD's out in front and just cruising around. Of note, GTM is pretty much out of battery. So we'll see how much longer he can keep this pace up, as GTR Line is sitting at 65%. As we see Rafa Holks at the fastest lap.
Good for Rafa. Let's see if he can get it up into the top 10.
He pit onto another set of softs.
Hey, I mean, if it don't work at first, you know, you got to try it again, right?
I guess so. So he went from 8-lap-old softs onto another set of softs. Very interesting strategy.
I'm going to have to talk over with the team manager there at Mercedes and see the strategy there for him.
Yeah, they must have poached Ferrari strategists.
Got Whisper there. He's blocking that inside. Very smart, I feel like. Look at, oh no, Lion's going to look to the inside, going into one. Very late. Oh my goodness. Oh, and
what
now,
a send.
Oh, Rimsley right there. He looked to the inside of Whisper as well. Now Whisper back to the inside. He's gonna get clear. Now they're side by side for the Alpine drivers, and they're gonna straighten it back out as they go through this windy set of corners here.
And Whisper is absolutely out of energy on his battery. How he's able to maintain this battle is just on pure driver skill and pace.
Looks like DRS was not enough there for Lion. They're all really close. I mean, if one guy makes a mistake, they're all going to be involved.
And we are entering the pit window here pretty soon, so I wonder who will blink first. The undercut is fairly powerful around this track. So who comes in first does play a significant part in... as we see Remsley come in.
There we go. First to bite.
He should have a fair advantage if he can get these hards firing up. As long as, I mean, yeah, he does come out on the hards. If he can get these hards fired up, he should have a fair advantage with the undercut. We'll see how this plays out.
We go back up to the second place battle once again. Whisper to the inside. He takes second. Swervin fighting back for 6th place right now and on those mediums. He gets to 6th. Wombat right there 5th, right behind Carson. All these guys just very close to each other.
Absolutely. As we see Swervin under attack by F&D Cakes. He is holding his own with the DRS, though. I must say, he was under attack earlier, but he has clawed his way back. Seems like he's doing all he can with the help of the DRS just to maintain it on Wombat, and that is helping him maintain his position against F&D Cakes.
Oh no, and Lion went wide, and he is off track. He's going to drop back to 5th now.
Oh, you hate to see that. He was doing so well up there.
Drops back to 5th. Well, we see him come down to the pits. KD went down. Whisper's going to go down, and so will Lion. So 3 of the top guys there, as well as Swervin. So 4 of the top 5 went down there. New leader will be Carson.
I'm currently riding on board with Remsley here. I'd like to see how he does on the track when these guys get out of the pits. Looks like he's been on the battery fairly hard here. Yeah, he's riding the battery for all he's worth as far as trying to get this undercut.
Looks like he will come out just in front of Whisper.
He gets Whisper.
And only, 3 seconds behind KD now.
Yeah. Yeah, so he gets Whisper and he gets Lion.
So good strategy call there for the Alpine driver. Right now running 8th.
Absolutely. Now
we'll see when the next guy, which would be Carson on those medium tires. And then it's the battle of the older hard tires there.
Yeah, now I guess now the key will be can the guys who are not going to pit can they stay out ahead on those old hards to the end?
And if you look at right now, Wombat right behind Carson, I would expect Carson, yes, he will go down to the pits right there. So he went 14 laps technically on those medium tires. Wombat will take the lead, Cake's right behind him. But then now, if you look at it, 15 seconds between Wombat and KD.
Absolutely, and I believe that Wombat and FND are going to try and put the soft on. I just don't know if the soft is a good enough race tire at Bahrain to warrant that.
Speaking of
I
soft,
feel as if
Carson went soft there.
Oh, he did, didn't he? Yeah, I just feel as if the soft tire only gives you 1 or 2 really solid laps, and it falls off fairly quickly around here. That's just my opinion of it. Maybe some other people have a very different experience of it if they're able to manage it very well. It could have a different wear rate. Just haven't been able to figure that out.
So we look at the battle for fourth now. Segrist in the McLaren and Rockstar going around on the inside to the left in the Aston Martin. He goes up to fourth now.
Yeah, so after these pit stops cycle, Raiden Shogun will have the actual lead of the race. So we shall see if Raiden is able to maintain this lead on the 11-lap old hards, and I'd like to see what the gap will be.
It looked like Wombat went down to the pit there. He went on the medium tire compound there. So
okay,
that is a differing strategy I've seen so far.
Absolutely decided to go for the more robust tire compound there. Not a bad choice.
So Segus right there, still right on Rockstar's tail. He's only about 0.4 of a second behind. And they're on the same tire wear, lengthwise there, lap-wise. And 3-second time penalty. The first one today goes to Kool-Aid Man. So a much different dynamic from last week where we saw basically everybody in the lobby get a 3-second or 6-second or however many second time penalty warnings for the exceeding the track limits and whatnot. Today, so far, only one driver in the 17 laps that have been completed so far.
Absolutely. Last week you were almost different if you didn't have a time penalty. This week you're only seeing one person with the time penalty. So it is interesting to see the variation in time penalties with the different tracks there. Of interest here, now we are seeing the person with the potential to win the race, Raiden there on the 12-lap old hards, and then KD there on the altering strategy. He's got a 9-second gap to Raiden, so he's got 11 laps to make up 9 seconds. It will be interesting to see if he's able to do that. Now, I believe that if Raiden, Seeks, and Rockstar start to battle each other fairly hard, they won't have much of a shot here.
And he is closing very quickly now, right there on Rockstar. He's going to look to the inside. Might think better of it, wait till the next set of corners here on this next straight where he has DRS maybe. So DRS activated there, caution sector 2, and we have a safety car.
Oh wow, man, we have a safety car.
That is JMB around way off track. It looked like they're on the mini maps there. And this has changed a lot.
Wow, this completely changes the dynamic of the race, in my opinion. I'm not sure whether this hurts or helps Raiden. On one hand, he will be able to pit here for a new tire. On the other hand, Katie will be able to close the gap to him. So this does equalize the field, although you are going to have KD, a much faster driver, behind you. I'm not sure which scenario you'd want.
And look at Raiden. He's going to go to the soft compound tire. Will we see Cirrus and Rockstar do the same under the pits?
Oh, wow, KD opts to not box.
Yeah.
A lot of drivers opt to not box.
Rockstar, Segrist, they went to the medium tire. Got Carson coming down. He's going to go medium as well.
And that brings up a good point. You know, if you just pit, a few laps ago, it may be in your interest to not pit.
I mean, it didn't look like it was affecting KD at all. He was closing in on those other guys, albeit that they did have, 10 lap older tires. It looked like he was still staying very fast on the track. And I mean, why not? I mean, you won last week. You have all the confidence in the world, I would think, right now. Why not try to do something different? We see J&B in the chat there. He did say he had rear wing damage and he just lost control. So tough break for J&B there.
That's just unlucky.
So he will finish up 16th in the race. 3 DNFs so far tonight. 1 time penalty for Kool-Aid Man. Other than that, the over did hit there, Tim.
Yeah, 3 safety cars.
I was kind of sweating it there. I was keeping quiet about it there. I mean, we had a couple laps there, so, I was getting worried.
Yeah, hey, we might get to 4, There's still a lot of racing left.
And now you bunch all these guys back up here for a restart with less than 10 to go coming up.
Yeah. And considering once the field gets bunched up like this, the probability of another safety car goes way up.
So we look at KD warming those tires up. He's swerving it around, keeping the temps in there, keeping it nice and warm. So when they do get the restart here, he will be able to gas it up and go very quickly and try to get away from the hard charging Whisper that we've seen that has been just very aggressive tonight. And he's right now in second.
Absolutely, and another thing here is this brings the drivers towards the back of the field, like Rafa Hulk, back into play. I know he pit onto the soft tire and he was out off the back, but now that the safety car is back, he's able to get onto another set of mediums, and he's right back in it. So it'll be interesting to see what drivers towards the back can do.
And like we just see in the chat here, Bad said the top 4 won't be getting any points. Bold call here.
Yeah, that is a very hot take. No points at all.
So who could we see? We have right now out of the points paying positions, you have Swervin, Raikkonen, Kool-Aid Man. We did see Camden last week. He did sneak his way in there for a 10th place finish. He could do it again tonight. And then Rafa, like he said, right now, 15th place.
Yeah, absolutely. And considering that the tire situation has been pretty much equalized, it's anybody's game. A safety car is going to be in this lap, as KD is going to take us racing yet again for the 3rd time.
The intensity has ramped up to an all-time high right here. Will we get another safety car? Will they stay green for the next 9 laps? You see KD, he is swerving it up like crazy as they head towards that final turn. It is his call to start the race back up, and we are back green here. Lap 21 of 29.
And it looks like he's gone. as he's on the battery.
GTM right there following suit. He's not going to make a move into turn 1. We look farther back. Looks like everybody just staying there. We got a little bit of a battle back here with the Segrist and Carson. They're going to stay straight and keep it clean. But now, back up towards the front. KD, 0.4 of a second in front of GTM Whisper.
And it looks like everybody is able to make it through, as we saw GTM feint to move there, but nothing really came of it. I'll be interested to see if Raiden Shogun's able to get anything going, as he's on the soft attacking the hard runners here on 6 and 7 lap old tires.
And he would be the first one to make any noise right here as they go side by side. Will they go side by side? Their teammates right here. He's going to file back in line, GTR line, right behind Rimsley.
Yeah, and if anything, with the two Alpines battling, that'll just bring Raiden Shogun even more into the mix.
And he is licking his chops on those new soft tires. Very smooth right now. He's going to stay right behind them. He'd make a move into the final turn. Look at him. He's going to try to take 2 for 1 maybe.
As he's not able to make it stick there going into the final corner. Although we do have the front straight.
And here
as he comes up on the inside here.
Raiden's going to go down.
Turn 1.
Oh, and look at him. He's going to go all the way to the inside, heading into turn 1, and he dives it in. Can he clear his way up? Now he's in the middle, 3 wide as they go through 2. Holy moly, they're almost 4 wide.
This is absolutely insane racing, as we have this group of 4 cars between Mighty Wombat, GTR Lion, Raiden, and Remsley. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like he's able to get anything to stick here, as he's almost entirely out of ERS. Maybe the soft tire is not working out as he had intended. Also seems like Remsley and GTR Lion maybe should have a little bit more pace than he anticipated here.
They are still side by side, and almost contact in the hard braking left-hander right there, but Wombat's going to jump his way up into 3rd.
As Raiden's able to demonstrate how much extra grip he has, as he's able to bring it all the way around the outside there of turn 10.
So he makes his way into 5th place. He's been held up by those Alpine drivers. Now Rockstar is going to make a move to the inside of Lion, and Lion is fading.
As Wombat's finally released there, now that he's in clear air, we'll see if he's able to get up on the back of GTM. Impressively enough, GTM has been able to maintain position on KD. We are seeing a battle for the lead.
0.6 of a second as they head down into turn 1. DRS enabled now. He's going to have DRS now right there within the second of KD.
KD has 0 battery left. He's on 3% as GTM has 17% battery left.
These guys 5 seconds ahead of Mighty Wombat right now. It's these two versus the rest of the class right here with just about 7 laps to go.
As we see them battling, and they're about to enter into turn 9 and 10. One of the most difficult corners on the circuit.
He tries to keep it down. He's got DRS still, as he's still within that second threshold. KD looks like he's pulling away 0.7 of a second.
KD's got almost no battery left as we see him flashing. GTM sitting on 20%. I wonder when we're going to see GTM try to launch a decisive blow and try to take the lead, or if are we going to see GTM just try to sit behind KD and try to conserve as much battery as possible while maintaining inside that DRS, that critical 1 second gap.
And don't look now, but they are closing back there. Under 5 seconds, Mighty Wombat in 3rd. But as they head down the front stretch, he's not close enough as he goes into turn 1. Caution sector 3, and that is a McLaren. That's Segrist around back there.
That's unfortunate for Segrist, but he looks like he was able to get back up and going again.
Looks like he will take his car down to the pits. Oh no, they're going side by side for fourth.
As we see Rockstar being able to get up into P4 here, and Raiden and Rockstar battling. And we have some contact.
Almost around, he gets it back going. Rockstar right there in the Aston Martin. Oh no, he gets more contact.
Oh, somebody's off.
Massive shunt. Off track.
It looks like somebody's race has come to an end there. I believe Rockstar is off.
Rockstar gonna drop down to 10th position right there. Not how you wanted that.
And you hate to see that.
Yeah, that is very unfortunate there. He was basically going one way 1 second and then back off track the opposite way. So he drops down to 10th right now. Maybe he can still stay in for some points. We get back up towards the front. 0.7 of a second still between KD and GTM.
Yeah, GTM sitting on about 25% battery with KD down at 8%. And it seems to me that GTM is liking sitting right back there in the DRS, and KD has used up all of his battery, trying to maintain the lead. Unbeknownst to him, GTM is sitting back there saving.
So we look at back here in fourth, swerving 6-lap on mediums. He's making his way into fourth place now. Carson right behind him in fifth.
This has been an impressive drive from Swervin. If I recall correctly, he was not this high up at the beginning of this race.
I don't think so at all. He is making that McLaren very fast, making his name known right now. He's fourth place, trying to hold off the rest of these guys back here. It looks like Raiden there, he's just stalled out on those soft tires. He couldn't make any moves as he was basically held up a lot there. One car around back there, that is Rafa spinning around in the Mercedes. He's got, hard contact with the wall there.
That's unfortunate for Rafa, although it does look like he has moved up a few places from his initial starting position prior to the restart of the safety car.
What in the world just happened there? I think that was some lag. I saw... Oh, man. Okay, I'm going to act like I did not see that. Sector 2 caution once again. Safety car.
Yeah,
and
it looks like Rafa's in the wall.
Man. And that has caused these guys to jumble back up once again. A couple guys are going to go down to the pits. This is the perfect time to put softs on. Oh no, 5-second penalty.
Oh, Rimsley gets a 5-second.
Rimsley. Speeding in the pits there as he goes to put on medium tires. Safety car though, will we get a restart? I believe we will.
With 3 laps left, that is the critical question. Will we get a restart? And it almost seems as if KD is going intentionally slow.
So as the safety car is waiting there on the second straightaway in Sector 1, about to catch up to them. Drive-through penalty speeding under safety car for Segrist down there in 12th.
Oh, that is not good. That I believe that is a glitch of the game, though. For some people, you do not get the graphic that shows you to slow down. And what can happen is then you get a drive-through penalty for not slowing under safety car. And now will he pit? Neither driver decides to pit. I believe that was the right call because I believe this race may end under safety car.
If I'm not mistaken, I think I saw... Yeah, Camden has left the session, so he is a ghost car right now. Not sure what happened there with him. He was running 10th at the time of the safety car.
That's unfortunate. There may have been a potential disconnect there.
He is joined back, so...
No.
And there is the safety car. It's just stopped there.
That is interesting that the two leaders were told to pass the safety car. You would think that the safety car would have picked up the race leaders.
And Segrist has retired after that penalty. So the safety car came out in front of Carson in third.
I wonder why that would be.
So the top two just out in front right now. KD, GTM. The rest of the guys behind the safety car. Safety car's in this lap, huh? What is...
I believe this might... I believe the safety car is gone. Is it now green flag?
Safety car is still coming into the final turn right here. I think.
This is interesting.
The field has approached the final turn. They're
I believe
on the
the
front
safety
stretch.
car has glitched.
The safety car did glitch. They're
it's racing.
Yeah, they're racing here for third. What are they doing back here?
I believe this lobby should be restarted.
It looks like the top two have gone back going. We're back underway here. 2 laps to go. I'm not sure what exactly is going to happen here. KD and GTM, they're out in front by 18 seconds right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think the lobby should be restarted at this point, but...
Nonetheless, we will call it how it is right now. KD out in front by a half a second. Can GTM make any last bit of a charge? Rockstar has retired. He's down in 13th. But here we go. GTM versus KD.
And the gap is at 0.7. As they are coming onto the back straight, entering into turn 14 and 15.
They come out of the
I guess really the main benefit of the safety car was that KD was able to charge up his battery. Additionally, on top of that, there is no DRS after the safety car, so that really has hampered GTM's ability to run down KD. This will be pretty much a pure ERS battle. So hopefully GTM will be able to use the battery to the best of his ability. I mean, it looks like he is really burning this thing down and he's unable to catch.
So we are in the final lap here. KD out in front, 0.6 of a second. Can GTM make any last bit of a charge here? He's using all that battery. He's down to 17% here.
And as it looks, KD is completely out of battery at this point. He's at 5%, so this has really come down to the very end here. Will GTM be able to use the remainder of his battery to mount a last charge here on this straight? Looks like he is deploying everything he has here. Unfortunately, he's not making any inroads. Or is he going to save it for the... Oh, looks like he's going to try and deploy it here.
He's in the overtake mode. He's closing ever so slightly, but he loses it on the exit.
This is the final straight.
One last ditch effort comes out of the final turn, and it looks like it's going to be KD. He will win round 2. Or wait, no, we are on the final lap, actually. My bad. What?
And why is it showing...
Oh, okay, there we go.
Okay. For a second there, it showed GTM as P1.
Yeah, that is okay. We are finished, and KD is the winner. I think that's just how it should be. So KD wins round 2. He goes 2 for 2 to start out the season in the Williams. Oh, and
followed in P2 by GTM Whisper. Mighty Wombat takes P3. And a great comeback drive there by FFR Raikkonen in P4. If we remember, he spun on lap 1, so that is a great recovery drive by him.
So we'll have to see. I'm looking at the chat here. Seafreeze did say, seems like the glitch. Finishing positions will most likely be when the safety car did come out initially. So you might have to go back to whatever the positioning was at that moment in time. But nonetheless, it doesn't matter. The top 2 is going to be the same no matter what. KD is going to celebrate his way to the top step of the podium once again.
And that was a excellent drive by KD. Very impressive, not only drive, but strategy, decision making on when to pit, when to stay out, as far as the safety car management and all of that. Very impressive.
So we'll have to see exactly what the final official results are. Everything unofficial right now, but KD will win round 2. GTM Whisper is second in the Ferrari, and third with right now on screen will be Wombat. And it looked like GTR Lion got a 20-second time penalty there for the unserved drive-through there, so not sure how that will be played out in the final results.
That is unfortunate.
It looks like we have KD in the Discord VC here. Do we have a copy, KD?
Hello.
And there he is, the race 2, round 2 winner, going back to back to start out the season. How does it feel just to basically show your dominance so far this season in the Williams?
I don't know if I would say this race was dominant, but I was stressing throughout that race with all those safety cars that came out, and then just trying to hang a Whisper on the last few laps. So yeah, it was pretty stressful, but no, I'm happy that I got the win. I felt like I should have had that in the first place, even without the safety cars that came out. So yeah, just happy, I guess.
With the safety cars, were you ever tempted to come in for any of the ones that you stayed out on, or vice versa?
Oh, like, what do you mean? Like
for example, like for the, yeah, like for example, like on the last one, I think you stayed out, but you had like 4-lap old hards. Were you ever tempted to like come in and put on new softs or anything like that?
Oh, no. I felt like I had enough pace to keep everyone at bay as best I could in that third safety car. Yeah, so like there was no reason for me to pit. If I did that, I would have lost some track position and had to try to get my way back up, which is not the easiest thing to do around Bahrain, but yeah.
And then with the very last safety car, do you feel like that helped you? Because I noticed that you before that your battery was almost empty, but then afterwards you did actually. I guess we are actually not regarding that safety car anyways, but you had a little bit more battery to play with, so it seemed like it actually ended up helping you out.
Oh, well, I mean, sorry, excuse my language there. Yeah. Anyway, no, the last restart, well, there was something that went wrong. I don't know what happened. Like, I tried to go immediately as soon as the safety car was peeling in the pits, and then for whatever reason the game slowed me down, which caused a bit of a mess. And I mean, I didn't mean for that to happen. It's just like I couldn't do anything about that. The game just stopped me. Um, but no, I tried to hold off Whisper with all the battery I could, just because I noticed that he was using a crapload of it um, in the last couple laps, and how he was and I guess he had a bit more straight line speed than me. But I just tried to defend as best I could, and well, that's all I had to do was just defend, and yeah, I just made my Williams as wide as possible.
Yeah, great job. Another dominant performance.
Yep, congrats once again. Going 2 for 2 to start out the season.
Yeah, I'll be well. I'm probably gonna. I hope no one caps me for this, but I mean, to be fair, I did not really expect myself to start off with like 2 wins in a row to begin the season, which is great. I mean, it's great for me as in terms of momentum, because yeah, no, like this game I've actually enjoyed driving the cars. It's a lot better. It's a lot more stable compared to like last game, which was utterly. I think disgraceful isn't even an insult to that word for it. But yeah, no, I think it's just that I just like the cars. It's just good. It's just good, and yeah, that's all I can really say.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. It just makes it so you actually want to play the game versus 22, where it felt more like a chore.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, congrats again, and we'll see if you can make it 3 for 3.
We'll see. I don't think it'll be easy, but we'll see. Yeah, with Abu Dhabi coming up, we'll have to wait and see what happens there.
Yeah, another exciting track for sure.
Yeah. Well, thanks, guys.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Congrats once again there,
Thank
Katie.
you.
Sorry, what was that?
Said congrats once again, and thanks for joining us here post race.
Oh yeah, no problem.
So let's see. I'm trying to get Whisper in here, second place finisher. See what's going through his mind there towards the end. I also have to ask him about those moves early on. We saw how he was very aggressive at the beginning of the race, making contact with your teammate, actually, Katie.
Yeah, I heard about that because we were both in the party whilst we were racing, and yeah, he wasn't very pleased about what happened.
Give it a couple seconds here. If not, we'll have to just close on out here for tonight. Have to see all the official results and whatnot. They should get posted here at some point. But yeah. Let's see. But nonetheless, a great second race here. Second round from Bahrain. We saw the over on the bets for safety cars hit. And we had a little mini bet here early on in the race, so that was good to hear for my sake. But other than that, we saw a couple guys DNF, not as many as we saw. I think last night we had, 5 or 6 in that silver class race, so... And there is Whisper right there, second place finisher. Congrats on the silver medal for tonight's round 2 race here at Bahrain. We saw the aggressive moves you were making early on in the race. Just talk us through those instances there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who I got contact with in the safety car. Was it a Williams?
It was a Williams. It was Carson. It was Katie's teammate right here.
Did he have damage?
He picked up damage. He said on the last lap. I don't remember who. I don't think it was you, obviously.
No, it was very early on, so I don't think nothing happened. I just got distracted. the whole pack braked and I hit him in the back. He spun, but everything got sorted out. The order was the same. I don't think it affected too much.
Oh, breaking news! KD, you've been promoted to platinum. Congratulations. I think they're just kidding.
That'd be a funny joke right there, I feel like.
Yeah. You're banned from gold.
You're just too good, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
But no, it was always interesting to see there at the end there, Whisper running down KD. Could you have given it any more there, or maybe tried to change up the strategy play there, strategy call? Or what difference do you think you could have done there?
Probably used maybe all of my battery trying to get past the Alpines, because I got stuck there too much time. Maybe that would have made things different, but the safety cars made it pretty hard.
That for sure. And Tim, you got anything for him?
So at the very end there, before the safety car, when you were just hanging out behind KD, did you feel like you were just gonna hang out behind KD until like the very end there, and then try to pass him for the lead?
Yeah,
because you had a decent amount of battery left, and he actually was pretty much empty.
Yeah, I noticed the red flashing lights, and yeah, I was pretty much just sticking around the DRS trying to harvest my energy. Was trying to make the move maybe last lap or the second last lap. So, but yeah, the safety car just made it all wrong, because then there was no DRS for those last laps.
Yeah, no DRS, and then on top of that, he recovered a lot of battery under the safety car. So, I mean, I know the restart doesn't count, but once that restart happened without the DRS, and then he had the battery, there was really nothing you could do. But then also, I wanted to ask, where did the pace come from towards the end? Do you just feel like you just found a lot of pace towards the end of the race, or?
Yeah, I just felt comfortable with the hards. Like, it didn't feel like I had a lot of grip with those hards. It was pretty much just breaking the DRS of the Alpines behind me, and then it was just like chasing KD, I guess.
Yeah, because we were watching the battle towards the back, and we looked up at the screen, and we saw you battling for the lead, and we were like, "Oh, whoa!" Because we were for the whole race, we hadn't seen anybody able to match KD's pace, so that was very impressive. Very impressive race.
Yeah, it was a good race.
Yeah, man. Congrats on P2.
Yep, congrats.
Thanks.
And thanks for joining us up here. As we get everything else sorted out, I'm not sure who exactly is going to be third place. We will have that all updated for y'all next week, I'm guessing. So we get to Abu Dhabi for round 3. Next week should be a fun one for us in the Golden Class. But as we look, it's another win for the KD machine in the Williams. That will be the end of tonight's race. We hope everybody enjoyed. Race 2 from Bahrain in the Golden Class. Check in tomorrow night. The Platinum guys will race at 8:45 Eastern Standard Time. From Bahrain, it'll be Camden on the call for that one. I think, let me see who else was doing that. It'll be Sir Charles, so who did not have the greatest of races tonight. He will be in the booth for tomorrow, so we will see that tomorrow on the Trinity Competitive Racing YouTube channel. With that, it is Logan signing out from the Golden Classes round 2. It's KD in the Williams. He wins, and he goes 2 for 2 to